Hello, all my brothers and my sisters. It's your brother Zen, and I'm bringing you your weekly energy update for August 14th through the 21st. These are timeless as well, so if you're coming across this outside of that time frame, I would still trust your gut and watch the video because I'm sure there are messages for you. If you are watching this between that time frame, really the energies that we want to be aware of is at the end of the week on the 21st is when we enter into the shadow of the Mercury retrograde. So that's a kind of a gate that we want to stop creating new things and starting new items. And next week I will talk about what we can do during the Mercury retrograde and use that energy in positive ways for our lives. But for this week, what we want to look at is what do we want to start this week before that gate happens, where it's more the tides are coming in and it'll be difficult for you to launch things out. So this is the last where the tide is moving out, and it'll be easy and long-lasting things that we create. So that's what we're going to be asking of Spirit and the Creator for each of the individual zodiac signs, and I'm going to jump into your sign right now. Before we jump into your reading, I did want to make a special announcement that I am starting a YouTube subscriber marathon where I am trying to get 1,000 or more YouTube subscribers. And so I am going to be giving away special items, special services, and a variety of other things throughout the next few weeks. And so keep a lookout for those. I'll be announcing them on YouTube and also on my social media platforms, which are all listed in the description box below. Once I reach 1,000 plus subscribers, I will be giving away 10 free 1-hour personal readings to 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I would really appreciate you considering do so, because once I reach that 1,000, I will have a special video letting you know how you can enter that contest for those 10 videos. So enough of that. I appreciate you, and we're jumping into your reading right now. All right, Geminis, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Seeker Oracle, and all the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. Give these a good shuffle, and we'll see what advice Spirit and the Creator have for you on what you can start this week, especially with the gate wide open here to start something new. So, for our Geminis, okay, here it is right here. And you have the Weave Your Reality, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Spider, however you identify. So love this for you. So it is time to weave your new web, to weave this new exciting stuff. And I usually, when you see like a web, you even think of the World Wide Web. So especially if you're wanting to create something new on the internet, that's kind of jumping out. But Spider comes here to tell you that all is mind, M-I-N-D. All is as we perceive it to be. Our thoughts and beliefs shape our perception, which in turn shapes our relationship with the world. It affects how we behave and act as we move through our day. We live what we believe. What is the nature of your thoughts and beliefs? How do you see your life? In a positive, negative, or grounded and realistic manner? Is your life everything you wanted it to be, or at the very least, is it a life that brings you more satisfaction and peace than it does pain and disappointment? Are you full of curiosity and wonder, or have you become cynical and closed off? Do you love your life and live it with passion, or do you make your way from one day to the next, doing what is necessary and nothing more? Has your perception been skewed by beliefs that are misinformed and no longer serve you? Has your journey been slowed by an emotional or psychological burden that you have carried for far too long? It's time to take an honest look at the web that is your life. If your web is tattered and torn but fulfills you, then mend and maintain it so it can weather any storm. If you don't like what you see, then weave something new. Weave a reality that gives you a reason to smile, and that has a real substance because the strands that shape it serve a purpose and give your life meaning. Wow. Yeah, so definitely this is a start of really looking clearly at your life, and are you weaving the web of the dream that you want, or are you weaving a web that's another dream that someone gave you, right? And you can usually tell because if you wake up in the morning going, oh crud, I gotta go live my dream today, well, that's not your dream then. Because if you're living your dream, you're excited, you wake up early, even before the alarm goes off, excited on what the day is going to bring, and you like leap out of bed for that. So we're also going to pull from the Magic of You Oracle and just see what else they would like to add around this weaving of your life here. All right. So what else for our Geminis? All right. Wow, you get two. Well, two twins, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, and I forgot what I was going to say about, because, you're an air sign too, and it talks about everything is in your mind, your thoughts and beliefs, so you understand that very much. So you've got vertigo, which is whatever you choose will be correct. So I love that here for you. And then you also have liberation, free yourself. So I love the message of these two together. And actually, they're going to do something differently for your reading. And we're going to put these on either side. And we're just going to put them right smack in the middle. And let's take a look here and see what they have to offer. So we'll read Vertigo first. Which says, so luxurious is the problem of choice. And yet, as you consider all the dizzying array of possibilities, a sensation of tilting, of things being off kilter, paralyzes you into action. What can you do? What should you do? So notice the keys stand straight and true. Each one opens a door leading to opportunities and lessons. Whatever you do now will be correct, but some lessons may be more enjoyable than others. In Vertigo, there is pictured one key that is very ornate and decorative. You may feel compelled to grasp it and open its door. Surely the prettiest key would open the most auspicious door. Be aware, all is not what it seems, and while you cannot make a wrong decision, do not rush to make the obvious choice. The unexpected door will yield the most gratifying rewards and valuable lessons. Be brave and walk through the door less opened. So I love that because we are talking about living your dream. So the choices that it comes in here is, you can either keep the old tattered web that is the dream that other people gave you, the ornated door that seemed like the one you should go into, right? Versus really getting into your heart, getting into understanding what it is you truly desire in your life. How do you uniquely want to share the unconditional love in your heart with the world, right? And then over here, I love this liberation that comes in because you are being freed from those restrictive shoulds and supposed to be's and need to be's and have to be's, all those things of the world that they were telling you were supposed to do, right? And it says liberation is the codependency card. It's time to liberate yourself from toxic people who have been soft and seductive in life once, but are now smothering you. The girl of liberation, once seduced by the soft embrace of the swan, but now its deathly gaze signifies all life is gone and she's trapped by its snake-like coils crushing her essence. It's time to unwind the tentacles wrapped around you. Be they those of lovers, family members, any people with intimate access to you. Recognize who is lifting you and who is pulling you down. The tentacles might also be that job or learning environment. It's time to move on when the liberation appears. In a situation of codependency, remember, you're holding each other back. So although you may feel that you owe it to another to stay and continue, liberation reminds you that it is not only you who's being held back, it's the other person too. Take action and free yourself and them. Yeah, so definitely this is about getting out of that clutches of the supposed to be's and should be's, whether it's a relationship or job or education or your body or your finances or your location, whatever it is in your life, this dream that you have, it's like you're being held back because you're afraid of whose feelings you'll hurt, or that you owe something to a company because of what they gave you, and da-da-da-da-da. Whatever it may be, whatever clutches you feel they are, just realize that you making this decision and you deciding to live your life instead of existing is what this is all about. So I love it. We're also going to pull here from the tarot of the magical forest. See what else they would like to add in here, but this is definitely a new start for your dream, and it doesn't mean you have to quit the relationship or job or whatever this week. This is just about you realize it and you're starting to make steps towards it. But if you feel so inclined, you can make that leap as well, like a little leaping spider. All right, so what else would you like our Geminis to know, please? Okay. What else? Okay. Any others? Yeah, they do want that one right there. Okay. So we'll start with this one, since it is the one that made itself known. You have the Five of Cups. So cups are emotions, and the Five of Cups represents there's 3 cups over here that are spilled and 2 that are still up standing here. And it's a beautiful card because it is the card of transformation of your emotions. The 3 cups represent kind of that dream of the outside world, the supposed to's and shoulds that we talked about in the cards here, where we're told to go out here for our fulfillment, and it's relationships, situations, and things like our bodies and bank accounts and that. But those things disappoint us emotionally because, like relationships, they are temporary, they change, they are unstable because people change or people pass away. Situations, of course, we know never stay the same, and things in our bodies and bank accounts, those things break down, deteriorate, are stolen or burned down. So that is disappointing, right? And we get to experience the disappointment and the sorrow and the feelings of loss and all those emotions tied to the fears of that. And that's okay. I love this card because it tells you came down here on purpose to experience that. But when you're done, ready to move beyond the feelings of sorrow and disappointment, you have these 2 cups here, which represent emotional choice. In fact, I do want to put that up here because that's going to represent the choices that we were all talking about here, that you always have in every moment a choice of either unconditional love or those things that are fear of losing conditional love. In every moment, we get to choose what those are and what those mean. And the Ace of Cups, which is the big cup here, that is full of the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. So you are not trapped in this place of fear. If you're ready, when you're ready, you can make another choice. So that's what that really talks about here. And then you have the King of Swords. Swords is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. And the King basically gives you this Ace of Swords, which allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the upper realms, which is rooted in the unconditional love of the Creator. And then you have also the ability to slice away all those small T truths that no longer serve you. And those are all those beliefs and the fear, that other side of the choice that is making you feel limited and small, and that brings you all your pain and your suffering. And so the King coming in here shows that you are getting into your mind. And I love it because this is all about the mind. Like it talks about, the spider tells you it's all about the mind. And all the kings, of course, roll over their suit, which this is the air element, your element. But all the kings in the minor arcana also get another dose of air. So double mind. It's full of all this mindfulness. And so they really are zeroing in on all your thoughts and beliefs are what are keeping you limited and small, with those small T truths, but you have this ace of swords here that allows you to really see truths, the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love, and that's where you find your dream and the real truths that you want to live in your life, rather than trying to live up to all those other popular opinions of the outside world. Yeah, beautiful. So you have the Three of Pentacles. This is the authenticity card, living your authentic life in the outside world, expressing yourself in an authentic way to the outside world. So very perfect for everything we've been talking about. They do have two other individuals in the card with them, which is kind of a warning or an awareness that they bring, because it represents there's some people in your life that will stab you in the back. And I call them the dream busters. They're like, why are you doing it that way? Blah, 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 blah. You're not going to be good at that. You should do something else. You're not going to make a living from that. Blah, 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 blah. Those are so obvious. We usually keep them on the outskirts of our friendships. But you also have the supporters that are in there. And those are the individuals that would, say, great job, I'm so proud of you, I can't wait to see what you do with this. They might even support you financially. And our little ego loves that safety and that support and that security. And so that person might add on, but have you ever thought of doing it this way? Well, because we don't want to lose that support and have them, join that naysayer and dream buster camp, we might alter our course and do things less authentically, live the dream they want for us instead of our own. And so this card is like this, it's kind of a warning, but it's more of an awareness about be cognizant of other people's influence on you and try to not let those be a controlling force in where you are directing your energy and what you're doing with your life. So there you have it. And then you have the Devil card. Dun, dun, dun. So the Devil card is not a bad card. This is a shadow. This is your tour guide on your little adventure in life. If you think of someone that goes to like Disney World or Universal Studios, they're the ones that are taking you on the tour. They know what's going on behind the scenes and under the surface. And so it's a part of you. It's not something that we want to destroy, even though we're told that a lot in spirituality. You must destroy your ego. You must destroy your shadow. It's like, no, you connecting to this love is what satisfies your shadow and your ego, because it's so hungry and thirsting, and it's told to look out here, like those 3 cups, eat and drink of that stuff out there and you'll feel fulfilled, and we do and we don't. And so but when we drink from that Ace of Cups and we drink that unconditional love, then we feel satisfied. Well, the shadow, they are the bringers of what is making us feel limited and small. They do not bring subtle messages. They throw it right in our face, and they'll bring it over and over and over and over again to where it's a very obvious message of, oh, okay. But it's like Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers series. They will spill the whole plot to us, like Dr. Evil did to Austin Powers. Of course, Dr. Evil was the villain. Austin Powers was the hero, the international man of mystery. And he would, of course, get captured, and then Dr. Evil would spill the whole plan to him. Then Austin Powers would escape and foil the plan. Well, that's what the Devil card, the shadow, does for us. It brings all this stuff to us going, look, this is what's keeping you trapped and feeling small. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now you can escape and do something about it. And that's what is coming forward here for you. And then your other card here, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So you definitely have the movement. The Knight of Pentacles is slower moving, because it's the outside world, and you have so much that's changing on the inside. So this does bring a message of be patient with the outside world. We don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So it's going to take time for them to really, kind of catch up to what's going on in the inside of you. So, just be patient with that as it unfolds there. And then we're also going to pull a card here from the Affirmators deck here, and these are hilarious cards, so be prepared for hilarity, and we're just going to see what else they want you to know about this here. All right, so what else here for our Geminis, please? Okay, I do want this one right here. I love it. Here's the movement, right, on the bicycle. Frog on the bicycle, personal growth. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I make bike analogies. So yeah, you don't need those old ways of doing things like it was before. These, small truths that no longer serve you, you're ready to leave those behind and move on. Then we're also going to pull your final card here from the Everyday Miracles card. And these are from the book, The Course in Miracles. All right, I can do this. There we go. This is just going to be whatever else with the Creator and Spirit have for you for the rest of this week for this reading. So for our Geminis, what's your final message? Yep, and I give my life to God to guide today. Yeah, so trusting that things are unfolding for you. And the back here says too, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? What would you have me say, and to whom? So I love those questions because it's you're trying to find out what it is that your dream really is. What would you want to do? What would you want to say? That is your impact. Why are you waiting to live your dream? What's keeping you held back? This is the week of awareness that brings all that to you. And so as you become aware of that, it frees you to go where you want to go. It's like, I just see a picture of like I think it was Charlotte's Web maybe that I'm remembering, but they had the spider would create a little parachute with her webbing, and then she's able to fly and float somewhere else, go and travel. So it's like, this is the time to weave your dream. It's time to start living and stop existing. So you are ready for this, and I'm so excited for where your authentic path is going to take you. If you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share the videos and messages with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. Alrighty, all you amazing Geminis, as you go into your mind and you find the dream that you really have in your heart, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking with you soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.